Okay, one down, seven more to go. I did sort of look ahead, so I kind of know a couple of situations we'll be in the coming stages.
Like how that looks like a Royal English crown.
I mean, that one was pretty obvious. Yeah, London, 1595. Where could we possibly be headed?
Jeez. This one actually tricked me a bit because I'm not very familiar with English history.
Well, we already know they got beaten by a woman in battle many times.
Just to ensure that France would stay free.
France used to be awesome. Now everyone jokes about how terrible they are. That's kind of awful.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't let that kind of stuff dictate. You know, people all over the world are very interesting in their own unique ways.
That's correct.
All I could tell you about, I mean, I guess if I could share a bit of history about my own, like, of the place I grew up in, the whole reason why Colorado became the way it is because it became a mining town. Well, it was a mining town, and then folks just decided to reside here. The whole reason why it's called Colorado is because color red, which is to reference the red soil and clay that Colorado is founded on.
Hold on, I want to find the person we're looking for first. Upstairs?
Probably upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look who it is.
Greetings, ma'am. I must speak to you.
I must a word to be addressed to the Queen of England, little man, little man. Be gone now, or I will make you shorter by a head. Wow.
Okay, then. Definitely not Elizabeth. Maybe.
I can only tell you, I don't truly know.
Pardon me, can you get me in to see the Queen?
Not so fast. How do I know I can trust you? I remember well the days of Sir Francis Walsingham and his spies.
No, I'm talking about the woman two doors down.
Down. That sounds suspiciously like treason. Walsingham saw it at the Mary Stuart and brought it to the block for that, you know.
Who was she?
Mary was Elizabeth's cousin, once removed, and the Queen of Scotland. After abdicating the Scottish throne, she fled here, still claiming her right of succession to the throne of England.
Couldn't they just keep her quiet?
Oh, she was confined, to be sure, and for some 16 years she plotted her freedom and the overthrow of Elizabeth. Now, why do you wish to see the Queen? Are you part of the plot?
I guess she is Elizabeth. I just need to give her something.
Not so fast, my clever fellow. How I know you're not a spy from King Philip II of Spain? I don't trust you.
You're too suspicious.
Perhaps you should give me something to keep me from calling out the real royal guards.
Like this?
The crown! Take it away, else I will be accused of a treasonous thief. Jeez.
So why don't you just, like, claim you took it from me and... Oh, never mind. This is getting weird. Are you Sir Francis Drake, the explorer?
So, you've heard of me then. Until I can determine whether your loyalties lie, I cannot and will not speak to you, sir.
These guys are awful.
I guess they're in a very tense time.
True. Excuse me, miss, can I see the Queen?
Oh, bold little fellow. Rather cute, too. However, you must have an audience to see the Queen.
How do I get that?
Getting an audience would be easy if you were a writer of plays or sonnets, like Shakespeare. The Queen shows great favor to artists. Are you a playwright?
No, I'm just a plumber, but I need to see her.
A plumber? Well, you might try the Parliament. An earl might be able to arrange an audience, but be warned, some are not to be trusted.
How do you know which is which?
It is a puzzle to be sure. Some you cannot trust, while others, like the handsome and dashing world explorer, Sir Francis Drake, are well known for their loyalty.
Could Drake get me in to see the Queen?
Perhaps, if he finds you loyal, he'll send you back to me. But you'll need to give him this bosom pipe first, as a sign that I sent you.
Did you say bosom pipe?
It's bosun.
I'm sorry,
God dang it!
that was a very That was a very easy joke to make.
I'll take it. I fell into that one.
What else can you tell me about Elizabeth?
Enough about the good Queen Bess for now. Return to me once you've seen Sir Francis Drake. Also, I don't claim my English accent's good at all. From the Queen's handmaiden. You are friend, sir. Come in, come in. Tell me what business brings you to Her Majesty's court.
Is the Queen here?
No, friend. I wait for her as well. One only sees good Queen Bess at her convenience.
She sure seems busy.
Sink me, lad. She's the Queen, and a great one she is too. She's always busy, especially these days of war with Spain.
There's a war on?
Aye, for some time back in '88, there was a great sea battle. Our small fleet kicked the stuffing out of King Philip II's huge Spanish armada.
Kick the stuffing out of them, huh? Armada, isn't that a funny looking animal? What? Oh, an armadillo.
What's fish? No, lad. It was the largest fleet of warships ever to sail the English Channel.
Note to self, design a ship that looks like an armadillo. So you defeated them.
Beat them we did. We sent them packing with their tails between their legs into the teeth of a fearsome storm, which finished them. Fewer than half made it back to Spain.
That must have been exciting.
Aye, but not as exciting as sailing the seas in search of Spanish ships to relieve of their treasure.
Well, I must see the Queen. Can you help me?
Aye, I judge you can be trusted. Take this pearl necklace. 'Tis a trinket from my travels. Take it to the Queen's lady and you'll have your audience.
Thanks, Sir Francis.
Good luck to you, and Godspeed!
This
Can't
one
even
is
tell I'm doing
certainly...
English anymore.
This one is certainly interesting, I gotta say.
Ah, these beautiful pearls are a sure sign that Sir Francis feels you are to be trusted.
Can I see the Queen now?
Yes, you'll have your audience. The Queen will see you in the throne room.
I can't thank you enough.
Enough of thanks. Get thyself to Elizabeth as quickly as you can.
Is that all?
Guess so. I guess the dude on the left is just stubborn.
I suppose he is. But that means it's quiz time. That was very short.
Transformation of blank from a small island. I'm guessing England?
Yes.
From a small island nation to a great world power began during the 45 reign of one of the country's greatest monarchs.
E for Elizabeth, or maybe we go down to Q for Queen?
Probably Queen. Yeah, because it does have her
Queen
title.
Elizabeth I, also known as Taya Gardner, because of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses.
I think they always defined her as good. Good Queen Bess, as she was fondly known by her subjects, ruled with strength and wisdom in spite of the many problems she faced as queen. Hers was a kingdom troubled by deep religious division and a war with Spain's king.
What was his name again?
Oh god, they only mentioned it once.
That they did. Philip II? I'm pretty sure it was a second. Yes.
Yes. The famous sea battle with his was successful.
Armada isn't there, so... F for fleet?
Fleet. Oh. Famous sea battle with his blank was successful.
Spanish Armada. Of course.
Oh. But costly. Finally, countless plots against Elizabeth were attributed to her enemies, including her cousin, Mary. Cousin... She was a...
Queen of Scots? Okay, cool.
Yeah, Queen of Scots. When Mary fled to England after abdicating the Scottish throne, Elizabeth had her confined.
Oh, gee, I wonder what it is. There's only 4 here?
I guess there's only so many verbs. For some 16 years, ultimately, Mary was accused of...
Treason.
Treason.
Maybe.
Kind of fitting, since, like, that one guy was very... Yeah. Done away with it was, however, Elizabeth's generous support of the arts and sciences during the period that produced...
Sorry, I just know the answer and I want to put it in.
Go ahead. Sir Francis Drake, allowing her to preside over what's called the Golden Age of England.
And they
Nice.
definitely never had any more wars.
Oh. One of the longer countries definitely had a lot of history.
And wars. We're gonna rag on that
Very
forever.
true.
I think you'll need this, Your Majesty.
The royal crown. You've kept it well and returned it safely to its rightful place, Mario. We are eternally grateful.
It's all in a day's work, Your Highness. I've saved many princesses, but never a queen, so this is very new to me.
A day's work, you say? That gives us an idea. For this day we shall make you a knight. Arise, Sir Mario, defender of the crown. Accept our personal thanks.
I think we just changed history. But no matter.
Especially because Mario is a pretty Italian name. How are they going to explain that?
No idea.
Well, not our problem. We just needed to give the crown back.
Yes, apparently stealing a crown causes all sorts of problems with the space-time continuum. There is one more item for this floor. What are we looking at? I can't really tell. Where are we headed?
And I guess... Oh, Calcutta.
Not that long ago. 1947.
Ooh. This one might actually be very left field for me. And I was thinking that London was going to be one.
You know, honestly, that stage didn't really tell us a whole lot about Elizabeth.
I mean, it was kind of more of just a photograph of, like, during the times. Essentially that Elizabeth had a lot... It was almost like a biography, but the weird thing is, it was a biography up to that moment.
Well, that isn't too bad for this game, I suppose.
Yeah.
I just feel like the other stages have been a lot more meaty.
True, that, like you said, that one actually went pretty fast.
They're all going pretty quick. We're getting into the swing of things. Like, there's very much a formula to each stage. Find 3 items, give them to the right people. That's how you get all your information. Fill out the history book, return the item, and you're done.
Yeah. Not too bad.
But you know, we've been saying it's crazy that we're actually enjoying an edutainment game with Mario in it. This game has kind of a reputation, along with all of the other edutainment games, but the pacing is not that bad.
Like, if you actually pay attention to the history, it's not too bad. It's just a lot of people don't really like history.
I don't see anybody in particular here. Can I ask you guys something?
Please not now. We're about to begin the Independence Day ceremony and raise our new flag, but there seems to be some delay.
They must be missing the flag. Why don't I just hand over the item? They seriously can't celebrate without the flag?
I mean, a flag is a national icon, so...
True. Hi, may I come in?
We always welcome strangers to our ashram. We have a community of Hindus leading a simple religious life. Please enter.
We're getting spicy already. A simple life, you mean boring?
No, no, no. In fact, today is quite exciting. India is celebrating her independence from Great Britain. They have ruled us as a colony of their empire since 1757.
They've ruled you for nearly 200 years.
Yes, they wanted us to buy their goods. At the same time, they needed our products, such as tea. Here, have some.
Thanks, I've finally acquired tea. Arthur Dent would be proud. So, how did you gain your freedom?
Only after years of great struggle. Many worked hard and sacrificed much. One man stands out. I will tell you about him as soon as I find the incense that I misplaced.
Oh, we have to find that incense then, but we got the tea.
True.
Neat store you've got there. Is it yours?
The store may be, but the goods aren't. Most of what you see here is made in Britain, using India's materials. Gandhi has worked hard to change this since his return from South Africa in 1915.
Gandhi? Who is Gandhi?
You must be a stranger here in Calcutta. Gandhi has been a great leader in our struggle for independence. He had hoped that if we helped the British in World War I, they would free us. Alas.
They didn't free you after the First War?
Goodness, no. Then later, at...
Amritsar?
Amritsar, I'll go with that. At Amritsar, many of our people lost their lives. That's what caused Gandhi to organize the first Oh my gosh.
Hindi language. Oof.
Satya
Satyagraha? Satyagraha.
Satyagraha. Even Mario. Satyagraha means grasping for the truth. It is protest by passive resistance, and it works. Today is Independence Day. Let me offer you these incense as a symbol of sweet freedom.
Well, that was very easy. Wait, I need to know more about Gandhi.
I'm sorry, but look at the time. I must get back to my studies so I can be a lawyer in our new India. Just like Gandhi. Have you seen my law book by any chance?
I have seen it. It's a difficult-looking legal book. It mocks me. Okay, the
See.
incense.
Oh, thank you. You are curious, little man. Are you British or Hindu or Muslim? Or are you one of the many other people in this large land?
No, I'm a plumber, but I am Italian. Who is this one man?
Mahatma?
Mahatma.
Mahatma, thank you. I don't want to get this name wrong. Mahatma Gandhi.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't know the names. I don't know the pronunciation that well either, but I'm just going with my instinct.
I'd say that's pretty fair. Mahatma Gandhi, he is one of the leaders that put our country on the path towards freedom. We admire him here because he practices the Hindu ideals of asceticism.
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 What's
Dang it.
that?
It's the strict denial of material comforts. That's why the Mahomet wear only a shawl and loincloth. Though he is a lawyer educated in Britain, he will not dress in rich man's clothes.
Imagine that in Ace Attorney, the lawyer only wearing his loincloth.
My gosh.
You call him Mahatma, why?
Oh, Mahatma means great soul. Gandhi himself has rejected the title, but people insist. It was given to him after he began his campaigns of passive resistance.
What is passive resistance?
It is the way of Mahatma has taught us to practice civil disobedience. When confronted by the authorities for breaking an unjust law, we refuse to fight them. Any violence is their own.
Sounds like a totally legit strategy. We should try that. But don't they just arrest you?
And the more of us resist until the jails are full. We can defend ourselves, but we try never to do violence. The Mahatma begins using this method in South of Africa when he encountered terrible injustice.
Oh, that's all. That's all for this NPC.
Phew.
It is getting spicy.
Yeah.
Hi there, what's
Oh.
happening? Oh, goody, a flag. Just what we needed.
I beg your pardon. Do you know to whom you are speaking? I am a judge of the Crown Colony of India, sir. That is, until the independence ceremony today.
Independence Day should be fun, right?
Fun? Hardly. The sun is setting on the jewel in the Britain's empire's crown. It seems independence is the fashion thanks to this man Gandhi. And from now on, you will address me as your grace.
What's Gandhi got to do with it, your grace?
Everything! He's led these people to freedom. Quite brilliant, though. Due into no small part to his British education. He lent me his law book once, but now it's only a bitter reminder. Take it.
Thank you, sir. Gave you trouble, huh?
Endless trouble. He was held in such high regards, there was little we could do about him. He believes in peace, but on his terms. Oh, but I need a spot of tea. Ah, thank you, old chap. Where was I? Ah, Mahatma Gandhi. Bah, a criminal. Spent more than 2 years in prison, you know.
He was in jail. Why?
Man's a traitor. Here we were fighting the Axis powers in World War II, and Gandhi insists India will fight for the crown. Only if we gave India her freedom. There are no bargains in war, sir.
So you put him in jail.
Not at first, but when he organized another
Satyagraha.
Satyagraha limit. Since he was released in 44, he's been negotiating India's independence with Britain representatives, including Mountbatten,
Mountbatten, who's he?
the famed British naval commander, of course. First in valor on the high seas, now the last
Viceroy.
Viceroy of India. What a world! British rule will end when they raise that flag of yours.
Okay, we got the law
Hold on.
book.
I'm on a
Who wanted it again on the far left?
the merchant.
Oh, okay.
She said she wanted to study law like Gandhi. I thank you, my little friend. Now I can study the law. The British legal system is one of the good things left to us that we hope to use in our new country.
Let me put you in contact with a lawyer I know. Goes by the name Naruhodo. Have things always gone Gandhi's way?
Goodness, no. He had to stop the Stagyarahas when he... I can't say it, I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone out there.
Hey, maybe the next stage will be Mexico. Who knows? Then we'll be alright.
Yeah, when they became violent in the 1920s, but by that time he had earned worldwide recognition and prestige for his methods. That helped him quite a bit.
How did that help?
Well, when Gandhi threatened to fast until death in order to get concession from both the British and his fellow citizens of India, people took notice.
Drastic measures earn drastic attention. I don't get it. How did that help?
The British could not risk the world condemnation should he actually come to harm, and his own people of India, well, they simply could not bear to let their Mahatma suffer.
So his fasting ended violence?
Sadly, no. Violence is never far away, even now. Many Hindus and Muslims will not live together. For that reason, India and Pakistan have been separated. Gandhi opposed it, but some blame him.
Looks like that's all, so guess it's time for the history book.
Political leaders have earned the prestige of Mohammed K. Gandhi. Born in India in 1869, he studied law in Britain, settled in South Africa, where he protested with campaigns called
Passive Resistance, or are we looking
I think
for...
No, I think it is the Sat.
Ah, yeah,
There it is.
Just find the first Hindu word you see.
After some success, Gandhi returned to India in
1915.
Land ruled by the British since 200 years.
200 years, right? So like 1519? No?
That's 300.
Oh, that's
that's almost 400, my dude.
That's me.
I think it was 1757.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Alright. Soon called
Mahatma
or Great Soul. He united Indian factions and extracted British concessions by threatening to fast himself too.
Kind of extreme.
And I wonder why this game will never be out in the modern day.
No, sir.
In 1942, he had to support the British in World War I.
All the way down at the bottom. Isn't there like a way to make this menu go faster? That's honestly a pet peeve right now.
Yeah. After the war, he anticipated in conferences with British Vince Roy. Oh,
here we go.
Mountbatten, which led to the independence of partition of India and Pakistan. Though Gandhi was mortally wounded 1 year later, his enduring legacy is in the practice of passive resistance.
We learned from him, I see. We learned from him.
Yeah. Yeah, because I believe that is where hunger strikes did come from.
Indeed. Now to return the flag. I don't see Gandhi on this screen.
He might be the one that's actually on the flagpole.
Oh, like actually flying the flag. Yeah, that makes sense.
You are just in time, my small friend. A new era is dawning for the people of India. Thank you, Mario. I shall not forget you.
Say, Mahatma, any Koopas bothering you? That's weird.
What? Oh no, Mario. But your life seems so full of endless struggle. Perhaps you should consider defeating these enemies of yours through passive resistance.
How would that work in a Mario game?
See, I'm trying to think of, like, a way, but I don't know if I really want to answer that.
Passive resistance, just stand there in front of Bowser and jump over the fireballs, but don't actually grab the axe he's standing in front of? Maybe what you have to do is play like Luigi. Do absolutely nothing.
Dang, no wonder why Luigi wins all the time. He's playing the best strategy in the game.
Luigi learned from Gandhi.
Ooh, these look actually pretty interesting.
A skull, huh? Maybe I should grab them out of order instead.
You can, because, like, I don't know what these are. The sun almost looks like an alm. There's a skull. Please tell me that's not just the wheel.
Can we just jam out to this music, by the way? It's surprising how much of a bop this is.
I'm trying to listen to it.
I'll send you a link later. Mains, 1455.
I'm sad to say I don't quite know where Mainz is. It's bothering me too much. I gotta look it up.
We'll find out soon, I think.
You know what? Yeah, I think I'll just trust the game on that. It is very educational.
You know, it is possible to... Oh, it's the next one. That's very convenient for us. I think it is, in fact, possible to fill out the history book while you are, like, standing in the hall with all the artifacts.
Probably. But, you know, it kind of goes against, like, the feel of the game. Good just to kind of learn with the game.
Oh, boy.
It does make me wonder if speedruns, and I imagine there's speedruns in this game, there's speedruns of everything. If speedruns of the games do just that.
Yeah, I watched a speedrun of Mario is Missing, believe it or not.
Do they just fill out the ants? Well, I forget if Mario Missing has, like, a quiz like Time Machine does.
Sort of. Every time you return one of the artifacts in Mario's Missing, you have to solve a quiz. By the way, in case anyone was wondering, Mario's Missing feels like it would be very boring to actually play, so I can't imagine I would actually play it myself.
I don't think I'd want to. This is parchment.
Let's see here.
Mint.
I want to find our subject for today first, and this would be it. Hi, Johan. Having a productive type of day?
Yes, but it's Herr Gutenberg to you. Please be on your way now, diminutive one. I'm pressed for time. I must follow my schedule to the letter, or this printing press will never be finished. Printing press?
I got no idea. Let's start asking questions. Hello,
Obviously,
is this letter yours?
Shh, son, this is a library. I have absolutely no use to what appears to be a metal letter on or wax seal. Perhaps the fellow at the mint might have made that.
Does Herr Gutenberg have a library card?
A what? Gutenberg used to come in here every day when he was a little boy. What a bookworm that kid was. Most families can't afford to have a single book in their home.
Does Gutenberg come here anymore?
9. He's too busy trying to invent a faster, cheaper way to make books in large quantities. I hear that's all he does anymore.
Could this metal letter help him?
Well, you don't have to be a libertarian to know that every book is filled with letters.
Libertarian?
Librarian. Why am I... It's not even late. I don't know why I keep doing this. But enough talk. Try some of this tea. I grew it myself in the cathedral garden out back.
Oh goody, more tea. I bet it's the same graphic too. No, it's a different graphic.
It's a tea bag.
Can you tell me about this letter G? You know what the letter G is, Mario? Come on.
Do I have to spell it out for you, Mario? I can't talk anymore. Our books are so valuable that many have locks on them. Now I've lost the key to the mayor's favorite book. I must find it. I forgot some books were like that back then.
Hello, do you I'm not even gonna say it.
No, I work with animal skins, making parchment. Those sharp lines would make a big impression on my products, though. Why not ask the scribe next door? His business is letters, after all.
Sounds interesting, but what's parchment? Mario!
I'm glad you asked. It's goat or sheepskin that have been carefully crafted to be soft, clean, and thin enough to write on. The stocks we make here is very good, and very expensive.
Okay, I'll admit I didn't know that about parchment. Do you know anything
it's probably
about...
the original parchment.
Oh, sorry, what?
That's probably the original parchment. Anyways, go ahead.
Do you know anything about Herr Gutenberg?
I'm impressed by your curiosity. Actually, I know quite a bit about him, but I really can't chat unless it's over a nice hot cup of tea.
I'm gonna teabag you right here.
Cathedral tea. My absolute favorite. Thanks, Ed Mario. Now, what were you saying about Joanne?
What's his so-called secret project?
Secret? Ha! Everyone in Germany knows he's been working on a printing press for at least 30 years.
That's a long time. Is he finished?
Well, if he doesn't pay back the money he borrowed, they may throw the book at him. But he swore he would print a Bible this year, and Gutenberg always keeps his word.
And that's all.
Sorry, that pun did get me a bit.
Oh, whoops, wrong door. Wrong door.
Also, yeah, this is in Germany. Got it.
Noted. Hi, what are you doing?
It's not hard to describe what a scribe does, plumber. I sit at my table and copy books, word by word by word. Excuse me for yawning, I get so sleepy.
Do you like your work, scribe?
I love books, but as a career, this is nothing to write home about. Wow, puns everywhere. Copying manuscripts is hard work. It takes forever. No wonder books are so darn expensive.
Would this metal letter G help?
If that were used to print letters, it could make 50 Gs in a minute, where it could take me hours. Then I have more time to eat my wife's cooking. Have a drumstick.
A drumstick? Oh,
Straight up.
Just hand me a drumstick and I stick it in my pocket. Lovely. Well, I hope Gutenberg's invention works out.
Me too. If I have to copy one more book, oh well. They say that the only good writing is rewriting, and oh dear, I'm going to need a ladder to reach that ink on the closet shelf.
I can do that. Just let me jump up and grab it. Well, I hope Gutenberg's invention works out.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's repeating himself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I guess we have to get ink somewhere.
Well, Mint's probably a good place to start.
3 options! There's 3 options, ladies and gentlemen. This is new.
Oh, it's getting
Hey,
getting
can I borrow a ladder for the scribe?
Never returns anything, but okay.
This is someplace. What do you do here?
This is a very important mint, and I'm a very important craftsman. I use silver, gold, and lead to make keys, coins, metals, and other important things.
Did you make this metal letter G I have here?
That's not my work. Johann Gutenberg made that. He thinks he's the only person in Mainz, besides the jeweler, who knows about metal crafting.
Does Gutenberg work here with you?
He thinks he's too important to work here. If he hadn't inherited that fortune from his father, things would be different. He spent the whole pile buying expensive metals for his secret project.
What's the secret project? You can tell me. Mario keeps secrets.
Wouldn't you like to know? I'll give you this key, however, as an example of superior metalwork. Now it's lunchtime and I can't talk when I'm hungry.
I sure hope that key doesn't go to anything important. Here, have a drumstick.
Tasty chicken. I was going to have a hamburger and a frankfurter for lunch, but they didn't show up. What's so funny? Oh, I suppose you want to know more about Herr Gutenberg.
Did they have hamburgers at this point in history? I'm very confused.
Yeah, but it's not like what you think. It's more like just a patty on a plate, I think.
Oh, so awful.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was the name of that one guy who invented the sandwich? Oh, right. Earl Sandwich. He can't show up. He can't show up soon enough. Why did Johann use metal for this letter?
He tried wood first, but any fool knows that wood is too soft. The letter came out crooked and blurry, but Gutenberg keeps on trying. He used to work here, you know.
And that's it. Because if you say, can you tell me anything more, that means it's over.
Yeah. Alright, he needed the ladder.
Even though I could have jumped to get it, just saying. That would have been clever if they had done that instead.
True, also, just what I needed.
Just what I needed! Just like Super Mario Advance, it's so funny!
Now I can reach the gold ink in my master's closet. Gold ink.
Gold ink.
Gutenberg wants to use it in his first book, the Bible.
You're gonna make a copy of the Bible with gold ink? Nobody could read that, it'd be too shiny. Can you tell me anything else about Gutenberg?
I'm no font of wisdom. What? This guy has puns coming out of his ears. What? I'm no font of wisdom, but if you don't get that mental type to her Gutenberg right away, we'll have to read Utenberg Bibles.
No, wait.
I love this guy.
Utenberg? No, it should be Utenberg because there's a G at the end too.
Ah, they missed it.
Oh, they missed.
So we have a key now.
Right, someone needed the key to unlock a book.
Yeah, it was the chapel's librarian. Spare key, you found it. I could kiss you. Oh, sorry. This is a library. I shouldn't shout. Now, was there some book in particular you wanted to see?
How lucky is it that that one key was the one we needed here? Alright,
Very lucky.
I'd like to know some more about Gutenberg. Maybe it's a Zelda key. They just work on any lock, but only once.
True. Ah, yes, poor man. He ran out of money while working on his first book, the Bible. If he can't get paid the loans back, they'll make him hand over his invention.
Gee, will he still get credit for the press?
Everyone in Mainz knows it's Gutenberg's Bible. Perhaps he should write a book about his life and print it up. Then the whole world would know.
Right, that's that. That's all of it.
Okay. Johann Gutenberg was growing up in...
Why do they make you... Oh, wait.
Is this Germany?
Yeah, that's so easy.
Books were very rare and expensive because scribe. Of all the jobs I had, I don't think I'd ever want to be a scribe. That sounds like nightmare. Johann was a child of great curiosity who loved to...
Again, there's only 4 here.
He dreamed of a faster, easier way to make books. Luckily, Johann had
And 2 of them
inherited
get
a more...
used here.
Well then. This allowed him to dedicate all his time to the inventions that would soon change the world. The secret, he realized, was in finding a way to...
3 of them! 3 of them
Words,
get
so
used here.
That's all the verbs!
It is.
Gutenberg first tried carving letters from wood, but the prints came out crooked and blurry. Experiment spending all of his father's money during the 30 years it took to perfect the
Ooh.
printing.
Could have been paper. Yeah, I didn't see printing there.
The official name is the printing press. Final press made with movable metal type. Worked perfectly in a childhood dream, realized at last. And his first book in...
Oh, whoops.
he did in 1455. They're known as Gutenberg Bibles.
And that is that.
Nice.
Am I pushing the right key? Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, we have to give the item back. No, reverse.
No, not,
reverse.
Not
reverse.
yet, Mario.
Not yet, Mario.
Why do I feel like that reverse time machine is like in reference to a movie? Anyways.
Herr Gutenberg, I believe this is your type. And then Mario presents Peach.
And you're my type of guy, Mario.
No homo.
Please, call me Johann. Your hard work has helped me to finally finish my masterpiece.
What will you do next, Johann?
Well, Mario, after spending the last 30 years working day and night on this printing press, I got a stack of reading to catch up on.
Oh, the irony.
This place was actually kind of fun.
We just made endless puns. I think that's one way to get people interested in history, is to crack a bunch of puns. Oh, that bonus was so horrible, though. That was a long stage.
Oh, these are getting longer.
That's correct. Well, we're right in front of the next one. I can't really tell what it is.
I can't either. I almost thought it was a wheel, but...
The Pacific Ocean, 1521.
Is... Oh, I have 2 guesses.
We're gonna be on a boat.
And either of them could work on a boat. One of them would be ridiculous, though.
Do you want to say it now, or should we wait until we're in?
Okay, I'll just say now. It's either the compass or the wheel.
Can't have ships without a wheel. Maybe. We're on a boat!
And that seagull's huge.
So, like, where are all of the... Okay, there's the captain, who's probably our subject for today. Could you tell me where the ship is headed?
Oh, way, senor. I am too busy to converse with you. Besides, I cannot tell you where we are now. My astrolabe?
Astrolabe?
Astrolabe is missing, and I cannot determine our latitude.
Well, I've got it right here. Why don't you take it? Never mind. So it's apparently whatever that is. Is this, okay, it is.
I assume
Excuse
it's
me,
used
are
for
you the
cartography.
excuse me, are you the captain of this ship? Mario? The door clearly said navigator. The captain's door is next to it.
No, senor. This is the Trinidad, the flagship of our Captain General Ferdinand Magellan. I can't tell if that's supposed to be. Anyways, we are on a voyage of commerce and exploration. Sorry, I am weak from the scurvy.
Should have eaten more fruit. Oh, we need a fruit, I guess. But where else do we Oh, okay.
Ladder? Yeah.
I guess we're just like on top of the deck maybe? This looks like some kind of storeroom.
Aye, that's what it is, mate. And I am the ship's bossoon. Who are you? The new cabin boy? Make yourself useful by taking this rat trap to the cook.
I'm a plumber and I need to see Magellan.
Magellan? He's crazy. He pretends to know where we're going, but I don't believe him. If it weren't for all the money I stand to make in this spice trade, I wouldn't even be here.
Sounds like you don't have faith in Magellan.
Ah, I think he's lost. Listen, Columbus wanted to get to India by going west. Well, I've been to India, mate, and this desolate place isn't it. This is some whole new world.
Well, exploring a new world is exciting, right?
Not if we don't return. Columbus was wrong. The world and its oceans are vast. Even my fine telescope cannot see what is ahead. Here, take it. It does me no good.
That telescope is probably valuable, dude. So you don't know if there's land ahead?
Of course not. If Magellan hadn't stopped our mutiny, perhaps we'd be on our way home now, instead of plunging further into this endless sea.
Mutiny? There was a mutiny? What happened?
Others who felt as I about Magellan's foolhardiness tried and failed to take command. 2 of them paid with their lives. Now he's determined to strand us in this huge ocean. Madness, I tell you!
And that's
Hold
all.
on.
Where was the entrance?
Oh, there.
Well, I suppose so. Do you know where the captain is?
I'd be happy to take you to him, but I must stay here in the galley to keep the rats at bay. Rats, always a problem. I think whole family boarded us as we passed through the straits.
It's always rats for the new associates. The straits. What are the straits?
Why, a strait is a narrow passage of water between 2 pieces of land. It took us 39 days to pass through the strait between the southern tip of the South America and the Land of Fire.
Land of Fire? Sounds hot.
Oh no, senor. It was freezing cold, muy frio. Magellan saw the campfires of savage tribes on the island on the south, named the place Tierra del Fuego, the Land of Fire.
Ah, that's what that means. Just what are you guys doing so far south?
You are searching for a western route to the Spice Islands. We've already explored the eastern coast of the New World for a year. Aye, another rat. I cannot talk anymore.
Right, definitely needs the rat trap.
Muchas gracias. Now I can catch a few of these monsters. When food runs short, a good-sized rat is worth its weight in gold.
Ew, you're that low on food?
Oh, see. And that's only one of many hardships. The crew sleeps in cold, cramped quarters with all kinds of vermin. The water is bad, and with no fresh food in mouths, Skirvit's taking his toll.
You know, rats don't actually sound too bad. I hear a guy who once perfected a dish containing rat ragu with powdered deer penis.
What?
Maybe you'll find out what that means one day. Anyways, moving on.
Do I want to know?
What is scurvy? Just focus on what scurvy is.
A mysterious illness for men long at sea. It has doomed more ships than storms, pirates, and savages combined. Here, this onion is the last of our fresh fruit. It seems to help fight the scurvy.
No, you need fruits, not a vegetable. Aw. Well, it's amazing you made it this far.
It's mostly thanks to Magellan. He is a strong leader and a fine example of courage to the whole crew. Not bad for a Portuguese captain leading a Spanish ship.
You must have a lot of faith in him.
Most of us do, but not all. We have not seen our sister ship, the San Antonio, for days. I think they turned back. They must not have thought we would make it to the Spice Islands.
Why do you need to get to the Spice Islands? Oh, guess, Mario.
Have you eaten European food lately? Trust me, senor. I'm a cook. It goes very bad rapidly. At least spices make it edible. If you can bring spices to Europe, you can get very rich.
Alrighty. So we have a telescope. Does that help?
Well, we also got an onion.
An onion. Alright, the navigator was suffering from a bit of scurvy. That's not an onion.
That looks like an orange. Gracias, mi amigo. That makes me feel much better. It has been a month since we last found provisions on land, so fresh food is a precious commodity.
Do you captain one of those other ships?
Ah, no. I am Juan Sebastian del Cano, first mate of the Victoria, which is followed close behind. I fear I will be the captain one day, though.
Why do you fear becoming captain?
Because Captain General Magellan takes many risks. He started his voyage in 1519 with 5 ships and 265 men. I have nightmares of bringing back only one ship with only 18 men.
Highly specific number for you. What's been the hardest part so far?
Making our way west through the straits off South America. It was a historic day when we emerged after 39 days of storms and bad seas. Now, it's so calm, we must be in Balboa's Pacific Ocean.
Wouldn't it have been faster to go east?
Faster? I don't know. We hoped it would be safer, and perhaps shorter. Going east means passing through waters controlled by our trade rivals, the Portuguese, and risking war.
So this is all about making money on spices.
I used to think so, my little friend. At first I only thought of riches, but Magellan has shown me that exploring the unknown is a greater reward.
Can you get rich exploring the unknown?
I suppose one might, but that is not the kind of reward I speak of.
What kind of reward, then?
Think of it. If this is a round globe we sail on, imagine how glorious it would be to be the first to travel around it, to live the adventure of seeing things no man has ever dreamed.
Just imagine when it was a dream. This kind of thing was the dream, and now everything's been solved. Almost.
Almost.
You guys are pretty bold adventurers, not unlike myself.
See, but we'll not make it home unless we can find our way, and I have lost my telescope.
Oh, here you go then.
Ah, a telescope! Thanks, my friend! Now I can help Magellan find our way. Is there anything I can do for you?
Can you get me to Magellan? I think this is his.
Ship's astrolabe. Without that, we cannot tell how far north and south are. You must take that back to Magellan immediately. Go to him now or we'll all be doomed!
Rather dramatic, but I think that's our cue to fill all this in.
Perseverance has fewer better examples than Frederick Columbus reaching America.
Is it this? No. Silly.
Found a
Silly
western
me.
shortcut to... Wait. Oh. It's south of...
Where were they going again? I forgot.
They said the Spice Islands. Which...
Yeah, but I don't really know where that would be.
This is probably going to be the first time.
I'm not getting a game over that quickly.
You get a game over by this? Let's see.
No, I think it just boots you back and you have to fill everything in again.
Ah.
But but I gotta prove my historical knowledge, friend.
Go up. So as to find the Spice Islands.
Okay, perfect.
There we go. Expected that the Americas were a vast new region, unconnected, exploring the eastern coast of the New World for a way west. Magellan entered the rough seas between the tip of South America.
This is probably where that goes.
Tierra del Fuego, yeah. Would have to be at... Oh, right, because this is the only date that
makes sense. I swear kids are just gonna try everything until they get it right. They won't learn a thing.
I mean, process of elimination is not a bad choice either.
I suppose so.
I don't know if it would be India. Oh, probably not.
You know what?
Actually.
I think it was. Bingo.
Right, because this was back... Anyways, after 39 days, struggle, Magellan entered the vast...
Never mind that it's written right there on the screen!
Sailing west, his crew endured malnutrition and scurvy.
You know, it just dawned on me that I should mention that according to the Mario Wiki, this game actually has a few historical inaccuracies.
Really?
I don't know what all of them are, but I have a feeling I'm going to be editing them in just to let people know in case anybody was totally interested in using this video game to study history.
Yeah, you know, it's, what, 1980s, 90s? May not be perfect.
Yeah, I have a feeling, like, I looked ahead, I have a feeling I'm going to be able to catch one or two of them myself.
Also, to look here, while many vegetables did not travel well, onions were an exception and could have provided sufficient vitamin C to keep scurvy at bay. But even then, they were largely ignored. Okay. Yes, it kind of makes sense. I forget if, like, root vegetables actually last longer than, like, tree-borne fruit. I don't really know. Also, sorry, I completely looked over this.
There we go. Just find the one that's Spanish, and you're good.
Finish the true scales of the blank, and proved that the Americas were demonstrated the true scale of the.
What was the object called again?
Oh, the item we have?
Yeah.
I know if I see it, it would poke out to me, but I can't right now.
Oh. Oh, no.
No, not globe. Government, gravitation, histories, independence, light bulb, Fatima, merit,
Okay, I'm kind of stuck.
Oceans?
Perfect.
Okay. Because that's what the item we have does, is that it helps measure latitude. Hold on.
I almost did it again.
I'm very glad, because then we would have to do all that again.
I'm so glad you're here for numerous reasons, but I think you'll be needing this, Captain.
My astrolabe! Now I can find the way to the Spice Islands, and then home! We may finish this voyage safely after all! Thank you, my friend!
Hey, now I can say I set Magellan straight... okay.
That's a cat.
The Strait of Magellan, there we go.
Strait of Magellan! Why, I think that's what we'll call that passage back there. Thanks for the inspiration, Mario.
I think we've just, altered history.
Again?
Again. Only this time for real. A pun that inspired the name of the strait, which in turn inspired the pun.
Nice.
And it just loops around.